Hey everybody, of all the weeks we do each year here at Zox, this one in particular is the hardest of all. And there's a very simple reason for that. I know that anybody who is getting one of these Zox has gone through a very, very difficult time. This week is all about remembrance and celebrating the people who are no longer with us. Let's jump in. We have a total of 7 different designs that we're adding to a Remembrance Collection this year. First up is My Angel. This is a beautiful design. Honestly, just looking at the art on this is incredible. The beautiful angel wings with the halo in the middle, My Angel glowing on the inside. And the back of the card on this one says, "A tear has no weight, but it carries heavy feelings." That was actually a suggestion by a member of our Zox community. The second I saw that suggestion, I knew that we had to use that on a card. And so absolutely, really love the way that one turned out. Next up we have Whispers in the Wind. This one is a beautiful dandelion design. We have the whispers in the wind on the inside, and on the back of the card for this one it says, "Like dandelion seeds carried away on a breeze, the whispers of those we've loved drift gently through our lives, rarely seen yet always present, leaving traces of their laughter and love wherever the wind may take them." It's hard to get excited about these because I feel like it's one of those things that, like I said, you know who they're for, but I think the solace that I find in all of that is remembering that it's the good things that we're remembering, right? It's not the sadness that they're gone. It's the fact that we actually had that opportunity to be with them in the first place, and I think that is so important. Special Memories is another great example of that, with the flowers on the outside, Special Memories on the inside. I love this font. And the card for this one says, "I'll never forget the wonderful moments I got to share with you." That was one that I made in particular for my grandmas. And this is something that I reflect on a lot when we talk about Zox here, is the impact that both of my grandmas had on my life. And I feel like kind of reflecting on that was what allowed me to kind of come up with the exact way to say the thing that meant so much, at least to me, and I'm sure it does for somebody else too. Stairway to Heaven. This is a really cool design with a beautiful stairway going all the way up to the moon. I feel like it's such a cool, unique piece of art. You have the Stairway to Heaven on the inside with the clouds around it. And the back of the card for this one says, "If there ever come a day when we can't be together, keep me in your heart, I'll stay there forever." That is an A.A. Milne quote, which was actually the author of Winnie the Pooh. Interesting side note there. Lots of good quotes from the original Winnie the Pooh books too, so that makes sense that that beautiful piece would come from him. Time Heals. This is what actually was on the cover of this month's book, and I think there was a good reason for that. The art on this is incredible, and this is such a meaningful illustration in so many ways, right? You have the heart-shaped hourglass here with the beautiful sky up above and then the pouring out of sand below. Time Heals on the inside of this one. I love this font. The back of the card for this one says, "Take a breath and take your time, as healing can be slow. It's going to be okay, my dear, once you're ready to let go." I've talked about this before, and I'll say it again here. Anytime I use the word "my dear" on a card, I'm typically writing this as a future note to my daughter. And the idea being that I wanted to leave these little bits of wisdom for her. And I feel like this is one in particular that I really hope she appreciates. Eternal Flame. This was one that was suggested to us by somebody who had recently lost her husband. And I really like the way that this came out. The back of the card on this one, another A.A. Milne quote, "How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard." Like I said, phenomenal writer. And the more you think about that, the more you kind of reflect on just how beautiful that actually is. Last up, this one is a beautiful dove design on the outside. I love the very light colors on it. On the inside it says, "Finding my peace." Back of the card on this one says, "A little by little, it gets better." Honestly, I feel like perfectly sums up what this entire release is about. Healing takes time. It is not something that is immediate. It is not something that we're meant to just immediately move on and forget. Grieving takes time. Understanding that you go through such a wide variety of emotions takes time, and that's okay. And I feel like The idea behind this, the little hugs for your wrist, is more evident here than anywhere else. And the fact that every single one of these is meant to comfort you as they remind you of those you love who are no longer with us. I hope you love this set. I hope you appreciate it and use it to its full extent. That's what we made it for. Love you guys. I'll see you later.